Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here with a little fresh meat for the lions as we prepare to dispatch another crew of rookies into the grassy plains and dangerous savannas of XCOM: The Long War. It is a situation that could easily go all sorts of Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom on us in pretty quick order. We will, after all, be releasing a crew of untested troopers against a horde of new, more aggressive aliens. Fortunately, you and I get to stay here in the relative safety of XCOM HQ and narrate the situation, like Marlon Perkins, while it's our troopers who are the ones that are stuck down in a fray, fighting for their lives against a pack of starving jackals like Jim Fowler. But them's the breaks, I guess. I mean, our troopers could have been safe and protected back at headquarters as well, if only they'd had the foresight to purchase a home, life, and auto insurance policy from their friendly, helpful neighborhood Mutual of Omaha agent. But no, they had to decide to brave this wild world of theirs all alone and completely unprotected, and now they're probably going to get their faces boiled off by searing blasts of alien plasma while they poke around the ruins and wreckage of some crashed UFO. I guess the old saying really is true, there's no indemnity against stupid. Anyway, let's head on up to Mission Control here and get to work. We are still kind of training up our first rank of volunteers to undergo Dr. Valen's experimental Lazarus treatment. And frankly, we need to get as much new meat as we can into the grinder as swiftly as possible. Only way we're going to do that, of course, is to scan, so let's get to it. Old Baja racially insensitive nickname Gutierrez, I see, is back on duty and armed with Stingray missiles. We've got some UFO activity over Canada that we can do absolutely nothing about, as we have no satellites or interceptors there. It's a couple of our troopers are back on duty. We will not be sending them out on a mission, though. We're going to go probably with all rookies, that is assuming we can shoot this down. Now, on our intercept, I'm thinking about just going aggressive. I'm just trying to decide who we want to send. We don't want to send Gutierrez, of course. Gutierrez is equipped with Stingray missiles, so he's a little better for armored targets. Let's try... You know what? We're going to send up Dead Stick Weiss. I'm not going to send up Buck Rogers, because, fuck me, Buck Rogers, man. I'm going to do the beady, hey, Buck, every single time I say Buck Rogers' name, and it's going to irritate even me after, like, the 4th or 5th iteration. So let's just put up old Dead Stick Weiss. We're going to send him up on aggressive. I like the nickname Dead Stick a lot. It is possibly the most ironic nickname we've seen in the XCOM project, and I think it's time to find out whether he does indeed fly with a dead stick, or whether he can, you know, sort of hit what he shoots at. My guess is probably it's going to be an accurate... Oh, nope. First shot, first hit. Can you go again? Holy crap! Also, what the hell alien gets shot down by 2 fucking avalanche missiles? Boy, the aliens' air game is almost as shitty as ours. Anyway, nice shot, Dead Stick. Went 2 for 3. If, you know, he was a Major League Baseball player and he hit 2 for 3 in every game, he would certainly not get the nickname Dead Stick. That guy'd be a fucking Hall of Famer. Alright then. Oh, come on, guys.
This is Voodoo 37. We have a confirmed kill on Bogey 001.
Self-congratulatory much? Come on, guys. We downed 1 UFO. We're going to have to do like 200 more.
Nice work.
Really, if you're going to get this pleased with yourselves after every single intercept that's successful, you guys are going to have very sore palms from slapping them together. Or, you know, from circle jerking each other afterwards, because apparently you guys are very self-congratulatory. See any reason why a circle jerk in the triumph of alien destruction wouldn't be called for. I have to assume that as soon as this little cutscene's over, all of them are going to retire down to the XCOM
I recommend we get a strike team to the
sort of
crash site
base
immediately.
facility for a little bit of maintenance room circle jerk. Have to be a big maintenance room, though. There's a lot of guys in there. Also, no chicks in there? What's up with that? XCOM apparently does not really support equal genderized hiring policies, and I, for one, have a problem with that. We should get some more lady dudes on staff here. We really should. Anyway, wouldn't be XCOM if we weren't finding a UFO down in Nigeria, but we have a crash site, so let's get a Sky Ranger here. And we are going to put... Oh, the beauty of this thing is... Oh, it's so delightful. Why am I so excited? Because, well, one, it shows you what position this person is going to be deployed in on sort of the drop, which is very cool. I really like that feature. That's really awesome. The other thing, the list loads empty. So good having the list load empty. So good. Mod makers. Possibly the single greatest improvement that you have made to the mod right there is the fact that that list loads empty. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Alright, PFC Marcus Gruber. We're putting you in. Not with your current loadout, however. Attack vest, that's going to give him 5 health. That's probably enough for Gruber. Assault rifle, pistol, AP grenade? I think not. I don't think we're going to be carrying too many AP grenades at all. I prefer the HE grenade, honestly. Let's go with, let's change this around a little bit. I do have a bit of a finicky... Oh, high-capacity mags actually work now, and they actually give you lock and load, much like they've said they've given you lock and load my entire last playthrough, but actually did not do that. That's nice, but I'm not going to do that. So, Marcus Gruber here, not one of our faster dudes. We're going to go with old Marcus. He's going to get a laser sight and a high-explosive grenade. I'm not going to take any AP grenades. Granted, HEs do way less damage, but they're far more useful because I would like to destroy cover with them and then hopefully kill the aliens with gunshots as opposed to exploding them with explosives and not getting any weapon fragments. Sort of my loose theory is to go with more HE grenades and favor cover destruction. Let's get somebody quick with a pretty good aim. Gruber's on the mission. Legrand here. He looks alright. Get him fitted out. I want you wearing... No, I don't want anybody... Tac vest for you. I don't really want anybody wearing tac armor this early in the campaign. Not an AP grenade. No, sir. Again, it's going to be a laser sight. With the high foot speed here, we're going to give Legrand a med kit. That way, if somebody goes down, Legrand can probably... You know what? As fast as Legrand is... I take that back. We are going to give him tac armor. As quick as he is on his feet, 14 speed is going to be plenty to get him where he needs to be, and the extra survivability certainly will not hurt. After all, we don't have any scouts or anyone to successfully pull Overwatch for us, so wounds going to be very likely. Overwatching aliens are going to be problematic for us. This guy is so fast, but his willpower is so fucking terrible, and his aim is so shitty. McKenzie's actually pretty good. McKenzie's an all-around solid trooper for us. Let's go ahead and kit McKenzie out here. With the 14 foot speed, I think we'll probably go with the... let's give her the tac armor, actually. Get rid of that AP grenade in favor of an HE. Well, actually in favor of a laser sight. And then we'll get rid of that med kit in favor of an HE grenade. That's got McKenzie sorted. Let's get somebody else who's really, really fast and have them be sort of a secondary backup medic. Young Gong. I love his speed. He's... Man, 16. That is huge. Guy is fucking lightning quick. Alright, so we're going to give him the tac armor, not the carbine. No. Assault rifles for these guys, especially somebody as fast as this dude. And for him, we're going to go with the laser sight. Yep. Yep. Getting the interface is fighting me here. It's fighting me. It's fighting me. Give me a med kit. Alright, now put a laser sight here. And we're going to leave him with a med kit. Like I said, going to be our secondary backup medic there, Gong. Just in case old Legrand has a unfortunate encounter with some alien bullets, it wouldn't hurt to have somebody who could maybe stabilize or patch him up if need be. This guy's a fantastic aim. So old, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name because it only has one vowel in it and the vowel's at the end. So I'm going to say Gurik. Why not? Not like he's going to care. Or she, rather. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, I know I was just harping on the racial inequality in our command center, and then there I go and misidentify your gender. I'm terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. It's inexcusable, really it is. You're very obviously female. Or at least identifying as female. I don't know. You could be a transgender. I have no idea what's lurking under that cod piece, and frankly, I don't want to know. You say you're a chick, that's cool. I'm comfortable with whatever gender you identify as. And we just need one more trooper. This could be pretty much anybody. Let's try and find somebody with a reasonable... Sort of like a middle of the road. Oh, Thomas Duarte has very good aim. Actually, he's really good except for his health, which is kind of shitty. This guy's also pretty good. Let's go with this. Actually, Shark Vianney here. Looking pretty solid. Another lady dude. Alright. A lot of ladies in this project. The gals are holding it down. Then again, we all have to remember who it was in our last campaign that eventually not only became the volunteer, but sacrificed herself for the good of all humanity. I mean, it wasn't Sean, Military Superman, No Angel Pen. It wasn't Hugh Jackman. It was Lindsay Lohan. The lady least likely. When we had initially picked her, we never would have suspected it would ultimately be Lindsay Lohan who was the savior of the human race, but it absolutely was. Girls are doing it for themselves these days, I guess, is the sort of takeaway from that. Anyway, let's begin this assault.
Listen up.
Well, it's good to know that Nigeria is still favoring this particular design of barn.
Down in a sparsely populated area.
Yeah, they sure did, Bradford. It was in Wisconsin, Nigeria.
They stay clear.
Yeah. So, once again, we're back on this map. On the plus side, It's not exactly like we don't have an abundance of experience in how to deal with this thing. Although, with the new build 15, we may not spawn in the customary spot on this map. There are some new spawn positions. We could come in at a different angle, and that's exactly what has happened. So we are...
Clear, Big Sky. We'll monitor those readings from here.
Very interesting. This is a very unusual assault angle. I like it. I have to say, I'm kind of a fan. All right, so we... Oh, I should have brought some battle scanners. Yeah, that's... I definitely should have done that. All right, then. Well, Legrand, you're quick and greasy. Why don't you head up and see if you can find some enemies for us? Well, no enemies, but we did spot a meld canister, and I think we're probably going to be moving towards that meld canister. We still don't have any enemies in sight, so let's take our quicker unit. See if we can get close enough to the meld that maybe he can grab it next turn. Now, we are going to be a little more cautious with our remaining moves, but our goal is going to be just advance to the meld canister. And I'm going to go ahead and move just in chunklets here, probably do some double moves until we either spawn a pod of aliens or locate some enemies. But until that happens, I don't see any advantage in dilly-dallying. We want to probably try and get there as quick as possible. Sharkavani, man, Sharkavani is not quick on her feet. Put you there. Mackenzie. Ah, Spuds McKenzie. It's nice to see you on the team there, Alice Spuds McKenzie. You have an unofficial nickname for exactly one mission until you become whoever it is you were destined to be by the gods, fate, and Dr. Valen and Project Lazarus, but it's Spuds for now, Spuds. Also, that dog has to be long dead. I mean, Spuds McKenzie was, what, like very early 90s? 91, 92? Might not even have been the 90s. It might still have been the 80s. So we can't get there without dashing. I would prefer not to do that. Let's just take Legrand forward. Also, we do have significant danger of potentially spawning a pod. Can we get to the canister? Oh, there. Okay, so we have enemies. 3 drones, about which we are likely not going to be able to do a whole lot. On the plus side, we do have that unit in full cover. And we've got some opportunities here, given the fact that we brought HE grenades. We still have 5 troopers left to go. We could put some in position to fire, and then try and take advantage. We actually have a shot from here. It's not a good shot, but it is a shot. Anybody else have a shot from where they're at? No. I would also rather sort of get some of you guys closer. So Mackenzie, let's have you advance. You have no shot. Gruber has a shot from here. Actually a very good shot. You know what? 48% for old, possibly Hans Gruber here. I think we take this. It's a coin flip, and Gruber comes up short. So Gong, what was your hit percentage? Not nearly as good. Does Gong, you have a med kit, right? Yeah, okay, so you're a medic. Let's try and keep you maybe a little bit closer to the rear.
Moving.
Chiarchiovani here, can you get that HE grenade out to the... Not even close. Wow, you can throw that thing about 6.5 feet. That's not good. I think we have Gong steady as weapon. And then we put Mackenzie on Overwatch. That just leaves Gurik here, who I think we're going to have advance at a dash. Possibly try and get that HE grenade in position to destroy a little cover for us if we can. You gotta lob that pineapple, sweet thing. And I'm not, you know, trying to denigrate you gender by calling you sweet thing. This is not Mad Men, and I am not Don Draper. Oh, if only I were Don Draper. Yep, so this guy's getting shot. He's probably dead, actually. Oh, a surprising miss from the drone. The double Overwatch failure, I have to say, is a bit of a disappointment. Well, at least he's not flanked for this shot. Still probably going to get hit. And there we go. Only 2 damage. On the plus side, the aliens have not yet managed to destroy the meld canister. Alright, so we've got that going for us. The meld is still in play. Actually, Legrand may not even be officially injured. I think that was all armor damage. That was, in fact, all armor. So we're going to have him grab that meld. He is our medic, however, so we may consider having him fall back to somewhat better position of cover. I think that's probably a wise idea. The meld is retrieved. Let's not risk having him stand near the canister and having it exploded. 89%, we're absolutely going to take that. There we go. So, the first kill for Team Newbie here. 60% is pretty good. Let's go ahead and take this shot. So, difficulty with hitting. Now, we did have Gong steady his weapon, and despite steadying his weapon, still only 59% here, Gong. You're not exactly setting the world on fire, buddy. And that was a pretty wild miss as well.
Adjusting aim.
Hans Gruber. Oh, you have a very good chance of hitting that guy. Well, we're going to take a 78% every time. But this team, 78%, might be about as good as it gets. Now, we can't flank these guys. Of course, they are drones, so that's going to be a pretty tough order. Let's send Gurik around. See if we can. We can't flank it, of course, but we do have 62% is pretty good. Let's take it. All right.
Nailed him.
Trooper realizing the strict jeopardy that she was in there, knowing that I'm a cruel, cruel bastard, and that if she had missed that shot, was in all likelihood going to be left out in the cold alone to die, and made sure to come up with the connect on that. Now the question here is, do we heal Legrand, or do we save this medkit for a possible stabilization at a later date? I think the smart move is probably to go ahead and heal him. Just because of the fact that some of our troopers are so low health, and we do still have another medkit on Gong anyway, but some of our troopers are so low health, I'm not sure that they're going to be able to withstand 2 shots. Like if Gong gets shot, he may just be straight up dead with only a 5 total health.
Rock and roll.
Little turn here to reload, get everybody kicked back in and ready. None of our troopers have lock and load or anything, so it's not like we're going to be able to tear things up when we need more ammunition.
I don't think we're alone out
We have
here.
more drones over here in this direction, which is fine. Let's see if we can perhaps scout them out. Sharkovani can get to full cover. Let's advance to that. Oh, sorry, this is... That's the best pronunciation I can come up with that name. It's got a lot of, like, glottal sounds in it, and
That's affirmative.
we don't really have those sounds in English, so I don't know how to make them. I'm just going to say that her name is pronounced much like a Murloc from World of Warcraft. Of course, if you ever played World of Warcraft, you know that the Murloc sound is...
I feel, Commander.
Fun fact about that particular audio file, the Murloc sound was actually recorded by someone gargling yogurt. That's how they actually made that sound. The voice actor for that particular clip gargled yogurt in order to make the classic and distinctive Murloc.
Heading out.
The fact that it stuck with me, I think, speaks well for how fantastic a performance that individual delivered. So we're getting a reload for our medic guy there, as he healed himself last time, didn't get a chance to do any actual reloading, was down a bullet. Man, despite having +1 mobility, I can't help but feel that our troopers are very slow. So it should be full cover behind this tractor, right?
Commander.
Nice to see that the Wilson family has had an opportunity to recover from a somewhat unfortunate early incidents, of course, regarding many of their tractors and explosions thereof.
Roger. I've got my
It's
eyes
good to
on
see that we haven't in long-term harmed their finances. Clearly, they had insurance, which we suspected they would. I mean, anybody who has 3 tractors is going to definitely have farm coverage. Also, this is a fantastic shot. I'm going to take this. 74% is strictly too good to pass up. So, of course, that was a gigantic whiff. That's unpleasant, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I don't really like the fact that Legrand is only in half cover, but he does have one very good shot. I'm not sure why this guy is so much easier to hit than his counterpart, but I will take 73% as often as the game wishes to give them to me. If they're going to keep tossing them my way, I will keep taking them.
Heading to that location.
Hans Gruber has nothing. I'm going to put Hans Gruber on Overwatch just in case John McClane shows up.
there now.
What have you got? 69%. Well, I mean, it is the magic number, 69. It's kind of a sex thing there. Could turn it into a 71 by putting 2 fingers in the old pooper, but clearly she prefers no pooper action, and hey, that's fine. Always want to ask permission before you do butt stuff.
Aye, aye, Commander.
It's just not a place you go in uncharted territory, folks. You gotta, you gotta set some ground rules when you're coming into the anal play. It's just polite. It's just the courteous way to behave. All right, drone, let's see what you got. We got some Overwatch for you. Hans Gruber is ready and waiting. Hans Gruber with not quite enough gun to get the job done, however. That's okay, though. We've got Mackenzie on backup. And Spuds delivers. Woo, yes. Nicely done, Spuds. All right, so let's go ahead and reload around the horn, then.
Ready to engage.
I feel there's no reason to take any chances, move, or potentially risk spawning another pod.
Let's do this. Rock and roll.
Everybody's back in it, and we'll go with Overwatch there for... Oh, that's very discourteous, and if you're one of our Hungarian viewers or whatever ethnicity it is that would have that particular name, I'm guessing some kind of Eastern European. I don't mean that to offend, I'm just saying. We don't have those sounds in English, so I don't actually know how to say them. If you want to pronounce them for me down in the comments, say that's cool. I'll try and get it right henceforth, although in all likelihood this person will not be the same person once Dr. Valen gets finished with them. We are going to, of course, Project Lazarus them.
Roger. I've got
And
my
who
eyes
knows,
on.
they could come back as one of history's most influential and powerful women.
Come get some.
Or it could be, like
Affirmative.
Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Could be Cleopatra. Could be Helen of Troy.
Got it covered.
The face that launched 1,000 ships. Also, when they said Helen of Troy was the face that launched 1,000 ships, that actually kind of leads me to believe that Helen of Troy was in fact not attractive, but a hideous ugmole. Like, just a fucking trollish-looking chud woman. And the reason her face launched 1,000 ships is because people were desperate the fuck to get out of her line of sight. They just couldn't stand looking at the heinous bitch. I think Homer may have gotten that one wrong. I think Paris was just into tapping the ugmos. People just wanted to get away from Helen. Alright, so more drones?
I don't think we're alone out here.
Well, it wouldn't be a Tiffany song if we were alone out here, so I suppose there's that. Also, I like to reference in
On the move.
tweed pop stars from the 80s as much
That's what we're
as I
looking for.
can, as frequently as possible. Wasn't there another meld can? Oh, I guess that's it. I was gonna say, we were getting, like, meld audio clues, but I suppose that's probably the canister.
Moving to Overwatch.
So we're gonna advance on this one very cautiously. I'm guessing those drones are inside the
Aye, aye,
ship.
Commander.
It seems like they're...
Our readings
Oh,
can't
well,
be
what have we
right.
got? Oh, it's an outsider.
If they were,
So we've got an outsider very early in the coming here. Not a fantastic shot there. Alright, are we going to have reasonable shots? Not really. 23% is not good. Has also a 29%, which again, not good. I think our best solution here may be to just try and set up a little Overwatch trap and fall back.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Mackenzie will likely go ahead and pull back. Let's put
Moving.
Shark Vianney here on Overwatch.
Scanning.
Where would be a good spot to put? I think we'll just pull Mackenzie completely out of line of sight. Bring Mackenzie back here. Garrick has a shot, but it's so bad I don't really want to risk taking it.
I'm on the move.
I think what we're going to do is move to there instead. Go for the Overwatch. We have an abundance of Overwatch here. If this guy comes out, we may not be able to kill him, but we should be able to put some solid damage on him. Or could fire wildly into the night sky. Just another possibility. Come on, for the Horde! And so now we have no one who can even see him. Now we have 2 troopers who can see him. 19% is not good. I think Yugong steadies her weapon. I really feel that's probably the right play. We got to get some folks who can have some shots with at least reasonable chances of hitting here. Giovanni, that's so bad. Can you even... we may start carrying fewer grenades, because even as, like, cover destruction tools,
Roger that.
these are... Oh, shit, he's on Overwatch. I am an idiot. Yep, so that's entirely my fault. Giovanni has a promising career cut tragically short by my stupidity. Let's throw the HE. I don't expect us to do any damage. I'm actually more looking for some cover destruction here. Now we got 1 damage out of it, and no cover destruction. The other reason I may not bring grenades in the future, because cover destruction is going to be very difficult to accomplish without troopers who have sapper. Is this full cover? It is not. Probably would be reasonably foolish to try and occupy it then. Let's take Gruber forward. Gruber with a 28%. We're going to study weapon with Gruber. Man, we have... I mean, short of just straight on charging into this guy, we don't have much to work with here.
Come get some.
Yurga. Is there anywhere we could get you full cover? Or potentially... Alright, let's do this. This should actually be out of line of sight, given the position of that alien. The Overwatch was already bravely taken by Giovanni. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so there was another pod lurking back there.
Do something. I'm pinned down.
Yeah, the suppression is actually not at all a surprise. So we've sort of got to bull rush this guy now.
Acquired. They're shifting their attack.
We're in a tough spot. So you steadied your weapon, right, Legrand? Yeah, 43%. We're going to have to take it. Guys, come on. Somebody's got to hit something here. Gruber, 48%. You got to deliver. We got to get some work here. There you go. 4 damage. That just means we got to hit him twice more to even have a chance. 64% on the drone, 39% on the outsider. We'll revisit that in a moment if we need it. Mackenzie has no way to... Alright, Giovanni, what can you do? 24%. That is simply not good enough. Do we have anyone else? Man, we can't even get anyone into a good firing position
Moving
here.
out.
Yeah, this is bad. The second pod is really going to prove you have a 28% chance to hit that guy. You got to be able to do better on a drone, I would hope. Double 39s. Perhaps I spoke too soon. Giovanni only has one shot, and it is a bad one. I think we steady weapon here. I hate to not get more damage on the outsider because he's just going to heal. We can't even sprint to... see, by flanking maneuver, I had a plan to try and come in with the flanks, but it doesn't even look like that's going to work simply because we don't have any troopers who are in reasonable positions. Let's try and encourage this outsider to move by putting one of our units in a possible flank position. That guy is off of Overwatch, so we could have Gurgic fall back, which I think is probably the wise move.
Heading there now.
We'll bring him back to full cover. She can take cover inside this door. We're going to put her on Overwatch.
Covering now.
Gong, 28%. Honestly, I think you're probably better, Gong, to just hunker down. So let's see if hopefully that outsider will move to try and reposition to unflank himself. Looks like the drones are going to double move over the roof of the barn. I'm cool with that. It's not exactly the smartest play for the drones. They could have sort of come around here into a position that might have been able to burn us pretty solidly.
Got me flanked.
Settle down. I know you're a rookie and that everything is new and afraid to you, but soon you won't even be you anymore. I mean, you won't even have your own memories. You'll have the memories of one of the greatest champions throughout the history of humankind. It's going to be, I mean, you could be Elvis Presley. You could be George fucking Washington. You could be Benedict Arnold. I mean, there also, the potential for negative things also exists. I mean, you could be Benedict Arnold. Alright, so this outsider has doomed himself. He did get 6 damage, but one of the reasons we chose Mackenzie, they did have more health than any of our other units. You would be flanked there, but flanked by the guy who you would also be flanking. We're going to put you there, and 96%. We can't really do much better than that. There we go. That did not get the kill. Okay, then. Gurgic is 44%. That's probably not good enough. Gong? Gong also has the med kit, so this isn't a terrible plan. Once we get the killing blow here, we could also have Gong patch up our potentially wounded trooper. So let's take another 96%. And the flank has the kill. Ooh, yeah, in the flank. That's right, just like a good steak. Although flank steak is not really known for being of high quality, so maybe I should rephrase that. Looks like 48%'s all the way around for Hans Gruber, so it's a coin flip to rob Nakatomi Plaza here. We did not succeed in our daring, well, I was going to say daring daylight robbery, but Nakatomi Plaza robbery did not happen in the daylight. How close are these guys? Too close for us to not move in a retrograde fashion. We're going to have to back this one up. All right, what do you got? 43%, probably the best you're going to do. Yeah, it sure is. All right, go ahead and take that. Troopers, guys, for as many coin flip opportunities as we're getting here, I really have to say I feel you aren't necessarily capitalizing as well as we'd like. It's Overwatch then. She has a shot, but it is, well, it's pretty good. We can't leave her there to take the shot, though. She's just going to get killed. This unit only has 2 health, so any hit is a death blow. We got to bring Sharkavani in here. We're going to put her on Overwatch. Let's see how Team Drone responds. Okay, so a lot of double movement. We should get some Overwatch here. This should be a pretty quality shot. Firing wildly into the night sky, not getting it done. Our trooper in half cover takes a wound. That's okay. Only took 1 damage. That's survivable. We can overcome that. These guys are looking for some window shots, I would guess. Shooting at our unit in full cover behind the tractor. That is a stoutly built international harvester. There is no way that guy is going to get shot through the IH. The crankcase on that baby's got to be 600-700 cubic centimeters of steel.
Negative. Adjusting size.
We noticed, fella. 60%. Honestly, you know what? I think 60% really probably isn't good enough.
Good to go.
We're going to have to advance to worst cover so we can get a better shot. 74% is much better. We got the hit, but not enough damage for the kill.
I'm on the move.
Very displeased with the amount of 2 damage shots we're getting here. It's 39%, 39%. Well, if we're going to take a long shot miracle, we might as well go for the one that's more important. Not a surprising miss there.
Adjusting sights.
Mackenzie, I don't even know if you're going to be able to get a shot here, really. Honestly, I'm not even sure we should get you near to the fight. You're very badly wounded. You actually have a better chance to hit than the previous gentleman did, despite being closer. Of course, you didn't deliver.
Adjusting aim.
You did have the shot, so 71% there for... This time she delivers with the yodeling yogurt. This person only has 2 health. Jurgen could theoretically withstand a hit. We'd at least like this trooper to be able to fire Overwatch if the enemies come out. We're going to move to here, and we're going to go... She can... Oh, God. Well, we can't stay there, then. With the... What's her chance to hit? 46%. If she can see, that means the enemy can also see her, though. Nope, I think we just discretion the better part of valor here. We're going to fall back. We're going to let our unit with the armor sort of take the beating. Oh, this is bad for Jurgle. Yeah, the enemies are coming down for some window shots here. Fortunately, they didn't have quite enough movement to get the shot in a single turn. And now we have the enemies in a little bit of a crossfire. Lucky miss there. It was close, Mackenzie, but that's okay, Spuds. We have every confidence that you're going to live to fight another day. Or die another day. I mean, this could be a James Bond movie. Also, this unit is completely out of ammunition. I'm not entirely sure why I did that. Seems like a pretty stupid maneuver. Can you land one on top of this bale of hay? Nope. Can you land one on the roof? Yes. Throw it there, actually. As long as this isn't a friendly fire blast, we're okay with this. There we go. Alright, so 2 aggregate damage, which is more than we would have gotten from his gun, considering he didn't have any ammo. Another trooper without ammo. Nobody on the team has fucking bullets. Nice work there, guys. We probably didn't need guns. I feel guns are overrated. You have no targets available. There's a guy right there. How is he not visible? Also, Jurgle is again out of ammunition. Fuck me. Nobody has any bullets. We have exactly 2 units that have bullets in their gun. One is Spuds Mackenzie, who has literally 1 shot. Alright, Spuds, you gotta take it. Also, not only do you gotta take it, but we sort of need it to hit. Come on, Spuds. Tastes great and fucking less filling. You're goddamn right it is. Alright, so... Jurgle, you gotta get to safety and reload.
Back online.
There we go. Jurgle, fleeing the scene and getting a reload in. We are not going to be able to do that with Chacriani, however. We're just going to have Chacriani straight up beat feet. She's got to get the hell out of Dodge, despite the fact that she was the person who had our other bullet. Let's move Legrand to this position. Going to reload. We don't want to close too much on this drone. Groog, we're going to get you clear out of line of sight. You know what? No, let's not do that. Let's put you here and have you reload.
We're green to go.
And let's see what Team Drone comes up with here. Oh, he's going for the surefire. Yeah, this is going to be a hit. That's okay. Gruber has panicked. Yeah, well, you know, John McClane has the detonators, Hans. That's going to happen. I can understand your panic. The Nakatomi Plaza is not the safest place, but that's okay, because we're coming out of this one with the win, folks. Operation Forgotten Past, a success despite a rather large number of wounded troopers. That's okay, though. 9 killed aliens, no operatives lost. And again, we best our second performance from last campaign, because both on our first and second missions last time, I believe we actually got somebody killed. So, kudos. The fact that it was only drones and an outsider is a little troubling, just, you know, considering we took wounds. Everybody got promoted. Well, that's delightful. I'm quite pleased with that. Of course, some of them won't be back in action for a very, very, very long time, but still. Good to see the promotions coming fast and furious for the team. A lot of these folks are going to be somebody different the next time they appear. We can now research alien computers because we recovered one. Got some Illyrium alloys, a few weapon fragments. We did manage to recover 5 meld, not as much as I would have liked, but still, it's some. Gonna head up to the situation room here, swing over to the gray market. Got a damaged flight computer and a damaged power source, and we did recover 1 intact flight computer, which is delightful. So we're gonna get rid of our damaged components. That leaves us with 45 credits, and I think the best investment we can have for these 45 credits is to go ahead and just hire some more soldiers. Wow, soldiers are real expensive. They're 25 a dude now? Alright, well, maybe we'll hold off on that. That seems very high. 25 a guy. Alright, well, I don't want to buy just one trooper. I don't really feel that's particularly useful. Well, you know what? We actually should buy one trooper, because then we'd have an even 5. So I am going to do that. I'm going to buy one trooper. This will mean we've hired an additional 5 from our starting. Also, that's enough to cover all the folks, I believe, who are in the infirmary, because we have 5 folks in the infirmary, right? 4. Okay, well, that's fine. We've got 1 spare. It's always good to have a spare tire, folks. You know, don't travel without one. It's never a particularly wise course of action to be without a spare tire. I also never travel without my spare tire, but I keep mine on my gut, so, you know, there's that. Anyway, troopers came back alive, nobody dead, another successful mission, chalk another notch into the belt of old XCOM, and soon we'll be having a more elite cadre of soldiers, as I fear that Project Lazarus probably will do one more mission of all rookies, and then we will full-on enact Project Lazarus for Dr. Valen, and have her begin converting our troopers into heroes' greatest champions, the mightiest men and women in the history of our species. But that'll have to wait for next time. For now, of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us, especially on a new series. And if you'd like to see more XCOM, we do post videos daily, so consider subscribing as well. For now, however, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.